And we're back live with Harrowings in the Passing Show. Our harrowing right now is Secreta, the jewelry shop here in Yukon Circle. Vicky has joined. Good to have you with us. And you jumped right in there. I'm always interested in looking at the window Secreta, gems, artistry. And you can see our flowering pear, I think, over there is full bloom over by Comfort One Shoes. Passing show just brings you a little bit of who, what, when, and where, wherever I happen to be. And a lot of times I'm here between Q and S Streets Northwest along Connecticut Avenue, Washington, D.C. It's been the No Kings protest today. I don't know how that went really, but it was busy at Daily Provisions, the Washington outpost of Danny Meyer's Daily Provisions of New York City. Number 5 in New York Times list of pastries is the maple cruller, and I think that's interesting. So, what the passing show is about, though, is primary documentation for historians of the future who might be interested in what was going on March, the whatever March day this is. I think it might be the 28th. I'm not sure. And I said the 27th. See, Mom's birthday was the 25th. I think that was Wednesday. Yes, it's the 28th. March 2026. How quickly I worked that out. It's the U.S. Postal Office, Temple Heights Station. And tell you, my 6 hours at Daily Provisions about wore me out. I enjoy doing it. More fun than a body ought to be allowed to have. In many ways, got to cut up a little, talk about my predilection for physical comedy. Went down to the improv. Improvisational art. Improvisational lives. We're all improvising. And 20th, 19th. I watched 1776 that evening. It's a good movie. It's worth reviewing how we got to where we are. Yeah. So it's like that could be good or like a. There's a lot of folks out here weaving history as we move about. I want to remind everyone of that every cent we spend is a vote for the kind of world we're co-creating. By dint of convenience, we quite often are unleashing the law of unintended consequences by our actions. If we're mindful and thoughtful, we still can unleash the unintended consequences of our actions. Things that, are depicted in art and literature. Cinema, in particular, is a good vehicle for this. Tom Twyker's Run, Lola, Run, for example. What a great example that was of how little tweaks can result in incredibly different outcomes for anyone. Had a great soundtrack too. 1999, I think that was out. At the time, I was in Pittsburgh and I saw it at the Harris Theater downtown with my then partner, Holly, who went on to raise a couple of fine sons and the girl who's over the event have a rich, full life. And I was a little piece of that history. It was charming to see her wearing a Velvet Underground t-shirt. Because that had special significance for us. Waiting for my man. $26 in my hand. We were both art history types. I studied German, but I was definitely attracted to the art history side of things. It's close to a lot of the art historians. One of them just came through New York City, if I'm not mistaken. My friend Deb, she married the guy who's now directing the Mozarteum in Salzburg, and they are having a Mozart thing in New York City, and they brought her over from Salzburg. But when we were in Pittsburgh, hanging at Mad Max, being the people we were carving out a future for ourselves as well. It's been since 2003 that I've been over there. She came over in 2007. It was on one of my early days to the Lynn. We took in Shakespeare in the Park up at the Carter Barron Amphitheater after having dinner. The Colorado Kitchen, no longer there. The sidewalk is closed. Well, that's too bad. I'm going to have to make my way up to the next sidewalk. I cannot seem to keep these up. That is what it is. And that's one reason I wear a long-waisted t-shirt. I look really hipster wearing my jeans on my butt, or under my butt, as the case may be. Maybe TMI. That's what you get on the passing show. Synergy and serenity. Wellness. Little uphill stretch here. This piece is for our peeling paint appreciation society. I have no idea if anybody's watching. Don't mind much. I can't really see. I got Gerald Leah is here. Probably here gone because this is kind of boring. It is giving you a little bit of who, what, when, and where in Washington, D.C. at this moment. The jet going up out of National there. We're in the Embassy of Moldova. Whew. There's the home of the former Walgreens and Buca di Beppo, both gone. Academy for Educational Development is in there too. You can see they've got plastic on the inside of the windows. They're going to be redoing that thing as residences. Universal building. Monument to General McClellan up there. And you can cross. People are so nice for the most part today. They were really pleasant. I'm not far from home now. That's my alleyway. This alley actually protects the back of my place pretty thoroughly. What else have we got going on here? This is Pesha, Oysters and Seafood, happy hour every day, 4 to 6 p.m. Sidewalks closed. Let's use the other side. Harvard Law School should strike fear in the heart of something or other. So it said. A passerby. This is McClellan's Retreat. They got some Donkey Kong theme going on in their window now. Mario Kart tournament. Okay. Hyacinth coming up by the window of the Moldovan embassy. It was good to see. The flowers blooming. I am barely making it, man. Trees. These Christmas trees have been here forever. And we got some Romanian language books in that little free library provided by the Romanians of DC. And there's some American English language stuff. Again, the trees blooming, spring springing. Be nice to come out and take advantage of that, which I may be able to do later. We'll see. Birds hopping around. There are bushes there. Hard working little birds. House sparrows. A maple is coming out. That's lovely. 2 days off in a row would be nice. I've got Monday off, and then I work Tuesday, Wednesday, 6:30 to 2:30. That'll be worth it. My stamina isn't quite up to it yet. Oh, hurting. All right, there we go. That beautiful weather. Thanks for joining. If you have, we really appreciate it. Remember, every cent spent's a vote for the kind of world we're co-creating, and we are co-creating this world. Passing show documents it. Harrowings rakes up the surface. You want to see what sprouts. I'll write a bit about that later. Thanks, Paul, for joining. Good to see you again out here.